What's up, everyone? It's me, Adam Prime, back again for another weird, wacky thing I'm gonna do. So, it's Kamen Rider's 50th anniversary. I like talking about toys. Well, I like toys, but I'm starting to talk about toys. But, because of that, I decided, even though I said I wasn't going to, I bought Revice's belt. So far, I do like Revice, so I don't regret buying this belt, because I'm enjoying the show for the most part, and the belt just looks so cool. It's right up my alley, but we'll get into that. But if you want to get this belt, there's several ways you can do it. There is one that is just the driver and the Revice stamp. There is a special set that is only sold at Toys R Us, because Japan still has Toys R Us's. And it is of the holder with the Eagle Vice stamp, or the double Vice stamp, but we call it off the animal, so... And that's just kind of neat, but also it's weird that there's so many versions. You have the 50th anniversary version, which I have... I don't know where the box is. Ah! There it is. And this is a really cool looking box. It does have every main rider on it. It does not have every Kamen Rider on it, but it does have every main rider, which is really cool. This is the only way to get the Bata Vice stamp, and it's only available through the 50th anniversary sets. Yes, there's another 50th anniversary set that comes with the gun axe, but it's exclusive to Amazon Japan, and it comes in a gorgeous box. Oh, it's so good. I wish I could have gotten that version, but I really didn't want the gun axe right now, because I think it'll go on sale. And... so I was just also didn't want to spend that much money anytime soon, so I was like, I'll get the cheaper one. And it comes with this book, and the book's cool. But that Amazon Japan box is gorgeous. But this box is really cool. I feel like I'm downplaying this one, but I really do like this one. So, with that, let's get on to the stuff and things. Taking a closer look at the box, as I said earlier, all the main riders are on here. You obviously have Revice and Vice on the front, with Ichigo and all of them hanging out. You got more on the side. You got 01, which it's neat because they put each of the Reiwa guys on the corners. So you have Saber over here, with all these guys, with Build and Nigo. And I think it's just really cool that all of them are on here. You got stuff for the driver on the top. Just kind of, just kind of the information of all the stuff you need to know for the belt. Does all of this. We will get into that in a second. Including this guy, because I don't know when else I would talk about the megalodon stamp, so it's just going to be in this video with everything else. Got the derpy T-Rex. I get so much joy out of this T-Rex. Also, the Henshin Belt history book. That is a big reason why I bought this. As I said earlier, probably. But that's all neat. Nothing at the bottom outside of a bunch of Japanese I can't read. But overall, I'd say this is a really cool box for the 50th anniversary set. So, before we move on, we also have the Megalodon box. Because, I don't know. And the Megalodon box is just, it's cool. It's there. Has a Megalodon form, very decayed looking. Stuff on the side, stuff on the thing. Also, thanks whoever shipped this, because when I got it, it was that. It's just a small box. Thank you for whoever folded that. Not that I think I'm going to keep these, but whatever. But that's it. That's the boxes. Let's get on to the actual toys that are in the box. And I think we will start with the Vice stamps. Alright, here, before we get to all the fun plastic parts, I want to talk about this. The Henshin Belt history book, or more of a pamphlet than book. And this was another big reason why I wanted this, because I just think this is really neat. I didn't know what it would be like initially. Ignore Jazz's box. And the art is really cool. It's like you have the 0 for the 50 on here. You got Ichigo. Got Shin up there. He's hanging out. And it's really neat. And it's overall not a bad little book. Like, I'm not going to get into all these pictures, but, you know, this has all of them. Got Hibiki, Deno, Blade, Decade, and all of them. And at the back you have the summary. And it's weirdly in English. I was not expecting this to be in English. But if you want to, I would say if you really like stuff like this, this might be a good reason to buy it. I overall really like it. I would say if you like having little like pamphlets like this, I would say, yeah, this is worth it with the stamps and everything. But I guess let's get to the fun plasticky parts next. That's gonna be fun. Also, I just love how this looks. It's so good. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna go stare at this, but you guys can move on to the next part. So here they are, the Vice stamps. I have 3 to show today. The 2 that came with the 50th anniversary set, and the megalodon stamp. You do have to get the megalodon stamp on your own. This is not a set that you can get on, like, together. This isn't, even though there's multiple sets, this is not a set. Either way. So, let's start out with looking at the Rex Vice stamp, because this is the main one. Got the little magnet at the bottom. And I really do like these. These are really neat. And if you can look a little closely, there's a little sensor right there. We'll get into that later, because I'm 90% sure this boat works on black magic, but I'm not going to get into that ramble right away. So, overall, I like the marbling effect. Like, the blue marbling on it is really cool. The pink dinosaur is amazing. You have Revice peeking in the back. Overall, looks really nice if you stamp it down. That's what you get. You get to say its name. And that's it, unless you want to press this down ever so slightly. You get the standby music. Get that to stop. And that's kind of it for those. For Rex. Got, again, Megalodon. Nice green shark. I do like the green shark. Looks really good. The pink. You can barely see Decade, but that's fine. Whatever. That's neat. But yeah, you got the shark. Got the. They all do that, so you can. All you want. You can do that all you want. But I'm not going to show the standby music for these 2 because you're going to see it in a little bit, so hold your horses, you'll see it. Don't worry about it. So, that's pretty much the Megalodon stamp. I still really do like the marbling. This one has a little bit of a different marbling for Bata. And it looks a lot more elegant, I guess you could say. Maybe it's because of the black marbling finish and like the silver and just like the not as intense colors as like the purple or the pink, but it's pretty good. Got the stamp at the bottom. Got the cute little grasshopper. And another QR code. I don't know what these QR codes do. But Vice stamps are really neat. I really do like them. And for comparison, I have a Trigger Hyper Key, just for another congruent gimmick, along with a gear. So these are the biggest of them too, of these 3, and that's fine. They look good. I like that they're nice and chunky, and they also kind of remind me of lava lamps. I remember when I first saw them, I was like, those are lava lamps. But to compare them for a couple other gimmicks, here is a Revice key, which it's bigger than a Revice key. Not as long, though. And for another gimmick, Here's a lock seed. But not bad. Just thought I would show from some other gimmicks. So I guess all that leaves is to go on to the belt itself. So let's get to that. Alright, before I get to the belt, I want to talk about something real quick. This will probably be one of the few videos you will see this, but I wanted to talk about the belt straps on their own, because here's the thing I have noticed over the years. They really do like reusing these belt straps, and, well, I've noticed that they are literally just teal or cyan blue Geo ones. They're the same straps. I just think that's kind of funny that they're both anniversary technically riders and they use the same one. Also, I know Ames, the Ames Shot Riser and the Sengoku driver both use the same back buckle. If you can look like right there, they got the same back buckle. And like a couple other drivers use it too, so this is, I guess, a common back buckle. But I just think that's just kind of neat to see what's reused. So, I don't know. Maybe somebody else will find that neat. I don't know. So, alright. For real this time. We're going on to the actual belt. Okay. No more wheel belt straps. So here it is. The Revice driver. It is a clear plastic purple with some pink accents and the lighter blue accents. Looks really good. Number 50 on it because 50th anniversary. So why wouldn't you put a big 50 on it? Also has these like little nubbins, these little nub feet. That it stands pretty well, so that's nice. So yeah, I guess you don't have to get a dizer or anything for it. There's the back, copyright and everything, on and off switch, and not bad. Has its magma doodle right there. Got the magma doodle, which this is a button kinda, but let's turn it on and see what happens. And it doesn't say its name, just the light, which is fine. That's neat. That's fine. I don't think I need a driver to say its name every time, but for comparison, I'll bring in the Sengoku driver, which they're not too dissimilar. If I can get them both in frame. Like, they don't look bad. It's not that big of a driver, I'd say. Like, we've had chunkier drivers, like the Sengoku driver is not one of the chunkier ones, but it's gonna get out of here. And let's get to some fun. I will get the stamps in here, but before we do that, I guess I will show off that it also has a little sensor. Again, when I get on my weird how it works rant, this will come back into play. But when you pull it, alright, so when you pull it, it flips up. And when you pull it a second time, it clears the screen. So whatever you have stamped on there will go away once you do the second flip. But it does know it doesn't have a stamp in, so that's nice. But, yeah, that's it. That's what it does. So, I guess we will get the stamps in here and have some fun. Let's take a look at the driver. I have definitely not done this 3 times. I don't know what you're talking about. So, let's see what these do. First, you press it down on the thing. Thing starts glowing. Slide it in. Slide it in with the greatest of ease. It's pulsating different colors, white and pink. Flip it. And there we go. Which, on camera, I'm realizing this doesn't look as good. In person, it's a lot darker. Let me try to get a closer look. Yeah, the camera's not picking it up that well. Also, I forgot to mention, this is chrome. I do like the pink chrome. That's a nice chrome. But yep, there you go. Can't hit the button. Button's not going to do anything. And that's that stamp. But we got a couple things we can do. Flip it over. Now it's blank. And if you notice, this is something I noticed about all the stamps. It does coincide, or at least so far out of these three, that the standby music, which is jammin', this is some jammin' standby music, by the way, that it comes with the colors. It's like, so it will glow pink for this one, and it obviously will go kind of pinkish for this one too. But like, this is like more of a purpley. But let's hit the button. Hear a remix. That was a very quick jingle. But yeah, the purple. But yeah, no, the individual colors on the standby I think are really cool. Where it's like more of like a purpley, darker pink for Rex. If, or at least in person, that's what camera. It's kind of weird to tell. But for like Bata, it will play a green one. So I think it's kind of neat that it can somewhat recognize what stamps are in it, which are weird. But we will get to that in a second on how I've tried to figure out how these are going to work. But here we go. We do it again. Alright, here's the final attack. Finally. And it's cool that like it has the rainbow LED in there. I think that's really nice. But now let's move on to, let's do Bata. I like that jingle. That's a fun jingle. There's the grasshopper. Again, the camera is not picking up the magma doodle good at all, but meanwhile, it's picking up that Vice stamp really good. The Ichigo creeping on the grasshopper. But let's get into it. Same jamming music. But see, going from white to green, which I think is neat, but it's neat that it can pick up which ones these are, but again, those are so quick, it's so weird. Final attack. Alright, now on to Megalodon. Just jamming. Do like how they fit the like decade in there. That's kind of neat, but they like put it as Delta. There's the shark, which, by the way, I do like that in this. It almost seems like they're looking at each other. Like, I think that's just kind of funny and fun. Where it's just like where it's like even the T-Rex and that stamp, they all do it. But yeah, it's like they're always looking back at whatever was on the magma doodle. So it's almost like as if he's like, "Oh, what are you doing over there?" And it's just like the shadow. But that's neat. Time for the remix. Same standby music. that? And that's all the sounds. That's all the sounds in this thing. But here's the thing. I've tried to figure out how these work. And it's really weird. Because so as I was mentioning earlier, there's little sensors. Alright. So that makes sense. So, if you turn it off, and it doesn't even acknowledge that it's in the belt. And, like, that's just so weird. And it's like, that one sensor is picking up and telling it, like, telling both of what it's in and everything. So it's really weird and kind of advanced. And I'm so baffled. Like, even, like, the little peg, because, like, there's a little peg, if you can look right there in the driver, it doesn't do anything. Because it has a little divot in these vice stamps, and that's where it's going in. So I'm not quite sure how this works. Like, even like the gun and stuff have its own sensor. It's just so weird. And I just was not expecting that. And I just wasn't expecting that. And I was just like, I literally was just mind boggled because I'm so used to like other stuff like lock seeds and the trigger things, for instance. It has two little buttons, so it knows when it's going to be put into things. If I bring back the progress keys, it also has buttons, but you also can scan it so it knows whether it's authorized or not. And I'm like, okay, I can get that because also the buttons help. With these, I don't know. There's no rails. It's like these rails are just to lock it in. It's not to do anything else. It's like the magma doodle is just there to have fun. I'm not gonna lie. But like, it's just so weird. I'm baffled by it. I'm 90% sure this thing works off black magic. Like I get it where it's like, oh, it's like this infrared sensor and it has it too and it will acknowledge and blah, blah, blah. But like, how? How did they get so much of that functionality? Like, it knows when it's in the gun. It knows when it's in the driver. Will it know when it's in other belts? I don't know yet, but that would be neat. And matter of fact, that the driver knows kind of what stamp is in it, or at least the color the stamp needs to be showing on the standby is neat. It's weird, and I want to know how it works. I'm not quite sure. But now with that rant out of the way, how does this look on a person? So let's cut to me wearing this belt, and you will see that because just seems like something neat to do. And this is how it looks on me. I have to use extenders because I'm a big boy. I'm not a small person, and I'm not a small child, so the likeliness of this fitting me was unlikely to begin with. But overall, it's not bad. Obviously, you can't go down, but you know, if you're wearing a giant belt buckle, what are you expecting? And again, I think this looks really nice. I do like this belt. I love the colors. And while we're here, might as well transform. Yeah, you got a little dance in this. How many people you see dancing with these belts, man? We gotta get more dances with these belts, man. If anyone is asking out there, yes, that is actually often what I do when I'm playing with these toys. I'm just always just being like, yeah, jamming. Because it's fun. Honestly, this is just a fun toy. And, you know, gotta get these jams in here. But we already saw all this. I'm not gonna kick the camera. If I try that, I'm gonna break something. I'm a very big man in a very small area. But that's it. And overall, I do like the Revice driver. And if you want to pick it up and, you know, talk about it in the comments, you know, what do you guys think of it? Do you think the jingles go too fast? I think the jingles are quick, but who knows how long jingles will get later. I think the vice stamps have a lot of usability and it's really cool. I still think it works on black magic. I still can't understand that. But overall, I think it's a really cool toy. And if I had to pick out of the 4 or 5 sets, and who knows how many more exclusive versions of this belt they will release, I would recommend the 50th anniversary set, because as of right now, as I'm recording this, you can only get the Revice stamp via that set. So either go with the Amazon exclusive one with the gun, or the standard one. That in the book's just cool. Come on, who doesn't want something that neat? So there's not enough exclusive content for that. But either way, until next time, this is the first video I'm realizing I'm standing in. Actually, no, it's not. But still, until next time,